going on, YouTube? What is going on, YouTube? Hopefully, everybody is feeling good, feeling great. It is a great time to be a Mets fans, guys. Mets fans, it's good. Great time to be a Met fan. I'm just gonna say that, man. It's pretty good to be a Mets fan. I mean, to be honest. This lineup. Look at this lineup right here. We got the Mets lineup for today, guys. Welcome to the pregame, guys. We are here to talk Mets baseball, here to talk about the Mets and the Cardinals, the first game of the series. Big series for the New York Mets, guys. It is going to be a huge series. We got the New York Mets and the Cardinals, the lineup. We are looking at the lineup, and we got Francisco Lindor leading off. Obviously, you know that. We got Soto. We got Alonso. Alonso has been killing it, has been insane. Soto is coming around. I am loving what I'm seeing from Soto lately. Yesterday with 2 bombs. We're going to get into it, but man, it's good to see. And then you got Brandon Nimmo. And I mean, Brandon Nimmo off the 9 RBI game. You thought this, that was going to be a carryover. You thought that was going to be some energy. And then, he got sick. And now he's back, but he didn't look that good yesterday. He looked good pretty on the fielding, but not the hitting. Definitely that strikeout. I did not like that strikeout. That last strikeout looking, wasn't a fan of that. So we got Jesse Winker. Jesse Winker got a nice double yesterday. The Mets are going to need something from this DH spot. They're going to need something. And what is it going to be? Is it going to be Marte? Is it going to be Jesse Winker? I don't know, man. They're going to need something from this spot, and I'm hoping that they get it from this spot. So now we got Jesse Winker. Okay, batting 5th. We got Vientos, Mark Vientos. What is going on? Mark Vientos, I think he has been striking out a lot in big situations, and I really like Mark Vientos, but he has not been really coming through in those big situations, and I hope that he gets over this hump because we need Mark Vientos. The Mets need Mark Vientos to be successful. Oh, wow, we got some news to talk about here. Jonathan, what's going on, Jonathan? Congrats to Pete Alonso for the National League Player of the Month. Congrats to Pete Alonso. Hats off to Pete Alonso. A great job, honestly. A great job. Let me see your thoughts on the Mets with the best record in the April, 19-7. I love it, honestly. I am loving this. I am very, very excited to be a Met fan. I am very, very excited that the Mets are in a good place, but the Mets got to keep it pushing. The Mets got to keep winning series. This is what the Mets need to do. And it's not going to be an easy month for the New York Mets, guys. It's not going to be an easy month, but you have to come through. And Mark Vientos did not come through big in the situation yesterday. He had runners in score position multiple times, and he just didn't come through. And so he's batting 6th tonight. I hope he gets something going here. I want to see Mark Vientos going. The home run was a really good thing to see in Citi Field, but we got to get Mark Vientos going because he's a very, very important player. And now we're going to talk about, guys, McNeil and Jeff McNeil. I mean, batting 7th hasn't really given you that production that you would think that you would get from McNeil. He's gotten a couple of hits, but he hasn't really come through in big situations. So I'm hoping the Mets get Jeff McNeil going. I think Jeff McNeil is, he's a good hitter, but we'll see how it goes. I'm not the biggest fan of Jeff McNeil, but I'm loving that they are playing Acuna. So McNeil's going to play center field tonight. You got Alvarez back in the lineup. He sat yesterday, and he's back in the lineup. I like Alvarez a lot. I feel like Alvarez has a lot of potential, and just his presence in the lineup. I like his presence in the lineup. It lengthens the lineup out. So we'll see what happens, but I am very excited about Francisco Alvarez. And you got to talk about Acuna. I mean, the Mets really value Acuna. To have Jeff McNeil play center field and have Luis Angel Acuna in the second base, they really value Acuna. So I am very, very excited that Acuna is in the lineup because he's just a guy that can run the bases. He can just provide that action. He can just turn a game around, and I love his speed. So, I mean, we'll see what happens, but I am very, very excited about Luis Angel Acuna. Let's see here. Lulu, what is going on, Lulu? Hi, Randy. I'm loving Acuna in the 9th spot. I like him in the 9th spot, too. And because he's like a leadoff guy, he's like a leadoff guy in the ninth spot, and he could get on for Francisco Lindor, for Juan Soto, and it provides something that you don't get with, like, let's say a Brett Beatty, or let's say like a slower player. You got Luis Angel Acuna, who gives you that energy, gives you that speed, and I am honestly loving it. So, I mean, hats off to him. Hats off to him. Now we got to talk about what is going on Syracuse. Meanwhile, in Syracuse, checking in. I'm loving it, man. Appreciate you for checking in. You're awesome. Appreciate you guys for just checking in general. I really appreciate you guys. Hopefully you guys are having a good day. We are feeling good. The Mets coming off, not the best series in the world. We lost a series, but we got to get it going here. We got to get it going, and we got to talk about the man. We got to talk about Juan Soto. I mean, how are we feeling about Juan Soto, guys? Because Juan Soto, he homered yesterday twice. Is he back? Do you think the Juan Soto is back? How are you feeling about Juan Soto? Because to me, I really liked his at-bats yesterday. I've been saying it most of the season, all season, really. He needs to hit the ball the other way. That is what Juan Soto needs to do at Citi Field. He's not going to be pulling home runs like he did at Yankee Stadium, So we need Juan Soto at his best, and when he is at his best, he goes the opposite way. So I really feel like, man, Juan Soto is going to come around. It's a new month. It's a new opportunity. And I really feel like Juan Soto, he broke out. Yeah, he broke out yesterday. He felt confident. He looked confident. He looked different yesterday. So I really like what he did yesterday, honestly. I mean, what are you guys feeling about this? Juan Soto never left. He has been unlucky recently. Yeah, he's been hitting the ball very, very hard. And he hasn't got, really that luck. He hasn't got that lucky. And apparently there's guys like Vladimir Guerrero Jr. There's guys like who was it? Jared Duran. These guys been hitting the ball hard, but not getting enough of those results. So, I mean, we'll see what happens here. It's about time he homered in Citi Field. Yes, man. I'm loving it that he homered in Citi Field, because I want Juan Soto to be Juan Soto. That's what I want. I want the Mets to get the best from Juan Soto, and it is going to be a long season. We got a long season. And as Met fans, I know that we get a little carried away. We get a little impatient. But watching Juan Soto, I mean, for what, it's been like a month now. I mean, he wasn't looking like himself. I don't know. He wasn't looking like himself. The body language, I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it. I don't know. And apparently the Soto shuffle, there was an article, Will Salmon from The Athletic. He said that, why haven't you done the Soto shuffle? Where's the Soto shuffle? And Juan Soto said, it's going to come, but I got to feel it. So he's not feeling it lately. He's not feeling it, but we'll get there. We will get there. Let me see here. I can't wait for Blade Tidwell first MLB start on Sunday. Yes, let's get into that, man. Let's get into that here. We got Mets calling up Blade Tidwell. Yes. Awesome. Listen, I know that the Mets needed a starter. They need a spot starter. They needed something. And now, Sunday, you're going to see one of the top prospects from the Mets, number 15 prospects in all of the prospects for the Mets. He is going to be starting Sunday for the New York Mets. So that is some news to talk about. I think Blade Tidwell is a guy that, first of all, he had a really good AA, didn't have a good AAA, to end the season last year, but he's been doing okay. But Blade Tidwell, don't expect him to stay in the majors. Don't expect him to stay there, because it's just going to be a spot call-up. Don't expect him. Let's say he has a really good start, then they could call him back again. But I don't think he's going to be staying in this rotation. But we will see. But I mean, you got to have a nice debut. So he has a really good fastball that throws like a 99 miles per hour. Fastball that's 99 miles per hour. He has a really good slider. So I think we will see what happens with Blake Tidwell. But let's get into a comment here. Meanwhile, in Syracuse, wonder why not Brandon Sproat. Okay, so I'm going to tell you why. Brandon Sproat is not being called up because the Mets don't want to call him up just yet. just yet, because when the Mets want to call up Brandon Sproat, they want him to stay. They don't want a spot call up. So that is the reason why Carlos Mendoza and the Mets, they haven't called up Brandon Sproat just yet. They're definitely looking at his numbers. They're looking at his starts in AAA. So don't think that they forgot about Brandon Sproat. They didn't forget. It's just they are calling him up. They're calling him up when, they're going to call him up. Yeah, it's going to be service time manipulation, but young players are going to get the call up. It takes time. You're right about that. Brandon Sproat equals service time manipulation. Young players call up takes time. Yes, it does. It takes time. We're going to get there. We are going to get there, but I am excited about Blade Tidwell. I am very, very excited because you got a guy like, obviously that made the spot start, Brandon Waddell. He had a really good 4 1/3 inning for the New York Mets when he came, and he looked pretty good. So the Mets have him in Syracuse waiting, but I guess they thought Blade Tidwell, let's get him going. Let's see what happens. Let's see what we have in this kid, because now when you really think about it, Blade Tidwell is going to be obviously starting Sunday, but they don't know what they're going to get out of Blade Tidwell. You don't know what let's say he has an amazing start. Maybe he's going to stay in the rotation. I don't know. It's probably unlikely, but with the Senga and Kodai Senga and them giving them extra day of rest, they're going to need a 6-man rotation at some point. So I don't know if it's going to be Sean Manaea. I don't know if it's going to be Frankie Montas. I don't know if it's going to be Paul Blackburn, but I like this kid, Blade Tidwell. I just think we got to see what we got. The Mets got to see what they got, because it's either he's going to be used as a trade chip or he's going to stay with the team. I mean, who knows? But I am very excited about Blade Tidwell, guys. Very excited. But let's talk about the bullpen issues, guys. What is going on with the bullpen? The bullpen, what will the Mets do about the bullpen struggles? What do you guys think about the bullpen so far? Because to me, I think the bullpen, I'm a little worried. To what's going on with the bullpen. Obviously, this is a good comment here by Lulu here. I'm worried about the starting pitching not going deep into the game and the overuse of the bullpen. And you kind of see it already. That the bullpen is being overused because they have to pick up the slack for these starting rotation pitchers. So, I mean, we'll see what happens, but man, it's going to be interesting. It's definitely going to be interesting. So, I mean, I'm just going to take a look here. Sorry, guys, real quick. Just waiting on a delivery. Sorry about that. So yeah, man. I mean, we'll see at the end of the day what happens. I'm excited. Am I crazy? Why boo Juan Soto? He brought the Yankees to the World Series. I would say thank him for a great season. Well, the thing is, he left the Yankees. He left them hanging. He left them. It was like they paid like $4 million more. The Mets paid $4 million more because the Yankees offered $761 million and the Mets offered $765 million. So $4 more million. I mean, it is what it is, but the Yankee fans, they're not gonna be happy. Yankee fans are not gonna be happy. And they're gonna let Juan Soto hear it. But I think it's gonna be interesting. I think, the fact that we have this Juan Soto being booed and Juan Soto energy. I mean, maybe this is gonna be great for Juan Soto. Maybe he's just gonna hit maybe he's gonna hit 2 home runs in this series. I mean, it's only like a 2-game series in Yankee Stadium. So I mean, we'll see what happens, but I'm excited. I felt like the bullpen just slipped on the wet floor sign. Yeah. I don't know, man. The bullpen, I mean, Ryan Stanek, his last appearances has not been good. And we got to get him going. We got to get Ryan Stanek going, man. Is Clay Holmes the Mets stopper? He will stop any losing streak. Clay Holmes has been good. Clay Holmes has been really good. And you know what? It feels like I haven't seen Clay Holmes start in like 2 weeks. Like, I don't know what it is. I feels like I haven't started, but apparently he had like 7 days off or like something like that. So They had an off day, and then they had the spot start. So that's why we haven't seen Clay Holmes in a week. I mean, usually you see a starting pitcher every 5 days. The Mets, we haven't seen Clay Holmes in 7 days. So it's going to be really good to see Clay Holmes tonight. But I mean, it's going to be interesting because you got Sonny Gray. Sonny Gray is not going to be easy, guys. But looking at this lineup here, we gotta get Vientos going, man. We gotta get Vientos going. We gotta get this lineup going. Alvarez needs to get going. McNeil gotta get going. We gotta, what I'm saying? The lineup, the offense has to show up, and the offense has to pick up the starting pitching and pick up the bullpen, because the bullpen has been overused. So I mean, we'll see what happens, but yeah, I think the bullpen, the AJ Minter and Danny Young, big time injuries. I mean, it really sucks. Let me see how Randy, do you blame McNeil and Alvey for losing? This team hasn't been as clutch since they returned. No. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna blame them for losing. I mean, listen, baseball's a hard game, guys. Baseball's a hard game. It's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be an easy month. I mean, who knows how the Mets are gonna perform in May, because they're gonna be facing a lot of good teams. They're gonna be facing the Cardinals tonight, and then you're gonna have to go to Arizona. So it's not gonna be easy, but I mean, we will see what happens. I want to see the Mets offense really break out. I want to see that. But then when you got like Mark Vientos striking out on every single slider that they pitch him, it's just not good. It's not good. Alvarez, they're pitching him. They're throwing him the slider. What's weird about Alvarez? Is in the Washington Nationals, when he was in the Washington series, he looked a little different. Like he wasn't trying to hit home. He wasn't trying to hit the ball so hard. He wasn't trying to pull. And then, he hit a home run opposite field. But then you got to Citi Field, and you noticed that he was trying to hit a home run. He was taking some big swings in Citi Field. And I don't know if he wanted to have a nice home run. I don't know what it was, but I think Alvarez, he doesn't have to take those big swings all the time. Alvarez is a guy that has the power. He can go the other way and hit the ball out of the ballpark, just like you saw in Washington. So I just want to see Francisco Alvarez just be, compact, just go the other way. That's it. You don't got to try to hit a home run every single at bat. So, and McNeil, we'll see what McNeil. I don't know what McNeil's really going to give you. I don't know we'll see. He's been okay, but yeah, the Mets haven't been clutch lately. But they had the opportunities. They just didn't come through in the series. Definitely, they could have won that second game in the series, man. They really could have won. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. But having Acuna in this lineup, I think, is going to help. This guy Acuna, man, I mean, what he does for this team just brings the speed, brings that element that the Mets don't have. It's a really beautiful thing to see. Really beautiful thing. So we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. Take a look here. Sorry, guys. I'm just waiting on a delivery, so I'm just going to be checking my phone. 6 minutes. 6 minutes. Sorry. So yeah, sorry about that. I'm waiting on a delivery, it's supposed to be coming soon, so I might be, coming in and out, but yeah. Well, I mean, we'll see what happens with the Mets, man. I just want the Mets to be successful, and this is a big time series for the Mets. This is a big series, so we'll see. But really good sign to get Juan Soto going. Really good sign, because we want to get Juan Soto going. We want the Juan Soto to be the great Juan Soto. That's what we want. And I feel like it's going to come. And those 2 home runs, I mean, going the opposite field yesterday was really good sign for Juan Soto, because when Juan Soto's going at his best, that's what he does. And he did it in the Yankee Stadium. He did it when he was a Yankee. He did it when he was with the Padres. He did it when he was with Washington. Juan Soto is not a guy that just wants to pull every single time. He's a guy that hits the ball the other way a lot. So yeah. But Blade Tillwell, that's a good sign. Let me see if there's any latest news with the Mets. Let me see. Mets news. Let me see here. So Daniel Nunez. I want to get into Daniel Nunez. No, this is a really good comment by Jonathan here, actually. Let's talk about that. If the Mets got a small lead in the 8th inning, right? Who is the Mets pitching bridge to Edwin Diaz? That's a good question. I feel like, honestly, it should be Daniel Nunez or it should be Reed Garrett, those type of guys. But Daniel Nunez is not right now in the majors. He's in Syracuse, and apparently the Mets don't want to call up Nunez just yet, but they do want to call him up, but just not yet. So we'll see what happens. But I think when you think about the bridge to Diaz, who it would be that bridge? I mean, you thought it would be AJ Minter, right? Like I wanted it to be AJ Minter, and now it's like you can't. AJ Minter is injured. But I would say, to answer your question, it has to be Ryan Stanek or Reed Garrett at this point. And Ryan Stanek has not been that good lately. He's blown the game. He's blown the lead every time he's come in the last 3 games. And what I want to say about Ryan Stanek, when you look at his pitches, what he's doing, first of all, that last game that he played, that last game that he pitched, he didn't throw one breaking pitch. He was throwing a fastball. That you can't do that in the majors. You cannot do that. And that is something that Ryan Stanek, he has to figure out. You got to throw a slider. You got to throw a sinker, something. Ryan Stanek has other pitches. Yes, he has a really good fastball, but it's a major league hitter. You're not going to get a guy swinging 5 times in a row, 6 times in a row. I mean, come on. So Ryan Stanek, we need to see him mix it up, change the program. I mean, 3 appearances in a row, and he keeps throwing the fastball down the middle. That is not going to get the job done. You see what he did in the playoffs? Yes, he pitched the fastball, but yes, he pitched his other pitches. So let's get it going here, man. Ryan Stanek, you got to pick it up. Raul, what's going on, Raul? Let's go Mets, world champions 2025. I like the attitude, man. I like the positivity. I like the optimism. Juancito Jose Soto Pacheco, MVP 2025. Good attitude, man. Good attitude. I like it. So, we'll see what happens, but we got to get this bullpen going here. I don't know. This bullpen lately is not looking too great. And who's going to be the lefty? Is Genesis Cabrera going to give you what AJ Minter gave you? Is he going to do that? I don't know, man. Genesis Cabrera didn't look that good yesterday. He didn't look that good. So I don't know what the Mets do here. They're not going to have Brooks Raley until the second half of the season. So we'll see, man. But it's going to be interesting. Yeah, man. It sucks. Like, so far, Ryan Stanek has come in 3 times in a row and blown the lead. But he's an important piece of this bullpen, so we gotta get him right. They gotta get Ryan Stanek right, and you cannot pitch a major league hitter a fastball down the middle. You can't do that. So let's go. Mix it up, man. But Edwin Diaz, man. And bro, when was the last time Edwin Diaz pitched? I'm about to look it up right now. When the hell was the last time Edwin Diaz pitched? Let me see. Recent game was April 26th. April 26th was his recent game, guys. Edwin Diaz hasn't pitched since April 26th. I'm sorry. but that should not happen. That should not happen. I mean, Mendoza has to bring in Edwin Diaz in the game. I mean, this guy has been off for how many days? I mean, since the 26th. Oh my God, we're looking at 26. We're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, hopefully he gets in the game today. He's been off for 6 days. 6 days, guys. I mean, what is going on? I get it. The Mets, when they have the lead, you don't use the closer a lot. That's completely fine. But when you had that opportunity to use Edwin Diaz the other day, you had him up. You had him up, and you didn't bring him in. You didn't bring him in, and it costed the Mets. It costed the Mets the game. It costed the Mets the game because that second game was a 2-1 lead going into the top of the 8th inning. Chris Davinsky had a really good 7th inning, but I would have brought in Edwin Diaz to pitch the top of the 8th to give the Mets, or was it the top of the, the top of the 8th to give the Mets a chance to score. At this point, that's what I would have done. That's what I would have done. But the Mets didn't do it. So, but hopefully everybody's having a good day, guys. Hopefully everybody's feeling good. At the end of the day, we're just here to talk Mets baseball. We're here to get excited. We're here to, debate, whatever. You guys are awesome. Yeah, but we gotta get this lineup going, man. We gotta get this lineup going. Man, where is delivery at, man? What's going on with this delivery? What's going on with this delivery? How many whoa. Delivery? What's going on, man? I gotta get. Man. Hopefully it's coming soon, man. I'm waiting on delivery. So hopefully. But man, the Mets gotta get going. This is a big series for the Mets. And the Cardinals have been hot. The Cardinals have been a good team. The Cardinals have, ever since they got Mason Wynn back, they've been doing their thing, man. They've been doing their thing. So, I mean, we'll see what happens, but I just want the Mets to win games. And we had a really good month. 19-7 was a great month for the New York Mets. But May is going to be hard. It's not going to be easy. They're facing a lot of good teams. A lot of good teams. And one of those teams is the Cubs, and you're gonna have to come with it. You have to come with it to the Cubs because the Cubs right now are looking insane. The Cubs right now are looking like one of the best teams in all of baseball. They are one of the best teams in all of baseball right now. So the Mets, they got to get it going. They got to get it going. This is a big series for the Mets, but you're gonna be facing. You're going to be facing, first of all, the Yankees this month. You're going to be facing the Cubs this month. You're going to be facing good teams, and it's not going to be easy. And then you're going to face Arizona after this series, after the Cardinals series, and in their home in Arizona. So it's not going to be an easy month, but it's something that I think that the Mets can handle if the starting pitching gets deeper, because that's what they need. The Mets need the starting pitchers to get deeper, man, because it just hasn't got deep. But I mean, let's hope Clay Holmes could give you 7 innings tonight, or maybe 6 innings. But we can't have these guys pitching 4 innings. And Senga pitching 4 innings yesterday, I was like, what the hell? I mean, come on. I mean, apparently he was sick the night before, but I mean, he gave you a good start, but like, I just think that 4 innings is unacceptable from a starter. Unacceptable. So, yeah. At this point, the Mets need starters to go deep. And I hope that they do. I hope that they do. We'll see what happens, man. But I just want the Mets to do well. That's it. That's it at the end of the day. So, I mean, looking at this lineup, Mark Vientos, we got to get Mark Vientos going here, man. Mark Vientos has to get going. He had a nice home run but we got to get Mark Vientos going because he had a lot of opportunities and he just didn't come through. So he had a big home run, obviously, that first game. But man, They had a lot of opportunities in the second game, a lot of opportunities in the third game, and right now Mark Vientos, he has not been clutch. He's not coming through. He keeps striking out on the slider, and the MLB the major league pitchers are taking advantage of him. And what he was doing when he was hitting, he was laying off the slider. He has to lay off the slider. I don't know what he need. That's what he needs to do, man. So I'm hoping, truly hoping that he lays off the slider because he's a big time addition to this lineup. We need Mark Vientos to be the Mark Vientos from last year. That is what I want. I don't want Mark Vientos to, be struggling like this. I mean, we'll see. Randy, would you send Mark Vientos down if his May is similar to his April? Ooh, it's a tough call, man, because the thing is, like, let's say you sent Mark Vientos down and you bring up Brett Beatty. What does Brett Beatty give you? What if Brett Beatty doesn't give you anything? That's the thing. That it's not an easy call, to be honest. And you don't want to like shake the confidence of Mark Vientos because he feels like he's established. He feels like he's solidified so far. And I'm truly hoping that he gets it going because the Mets need a Mark Vientos. They need him. They need him. And Brett Beatty, I don't know what Brett Beatty's going to give you, but nah, Jonathan, Ronnie Mauricio's not ready yet. Ronnie Mauricio's not ready. That's my guy. That's my guy, but he's not ready yet, man. I'm hoping we get to see Ronnie Mauricio maybe in like July, maybe in August. I don't know, man. But right now he's on a rehab assignment. He's doing pretty good, but we gotta get something from Mark Vientos right now. And we got to get something for Brandon Nimmo. Brandon Nimmo has to show up. If you want to put Brandon Nimmo in the cleanup spot, let's go. But get him going. Mark Vientos is struggling, but Brandon Nimmo is a guy that you expect consistency from, that you expect to come through in big situations, and he hasn't. Brandon Nimmo, I don't know what's going on with Brandon Nimmo, but he has to get it going here, man. No, 1 month is not enough for a rehab assignment. No, Ronnie Mauricio missed a lot of time, Jonathan, a lot of time. So they're gonna let him play. They're gonna see. First of all, he just played the field like the other day, so it needs to be. They got to give him some time. They got to give him a lot of time, and maybe July, maybe August. You see Ronnie Mauricio. Maybe they bring him up. I don't know, but I'm hoping that they do. But it's not. It's not going to be. It depends on obviously if Mark Vientos or they're not getting something from the second base position. I don't know if they would do Ronnie Mauricio in the DH spot because I would put Ronnie in the DH spot, and I would have no problem with it because I mean you were going to have Mark Vientos last year when JD Martinez wasn't signed. You was going to have Mark Vientos in the spot, and we'll see, man. We'll see, man. Let me see here. Yeah, so I mean, we'll see what happens, but we gotta get Mark Vientos going, and we gotta get Brandon Nimmo going. Brandon Nimmo has to get going. The Mets need Brandon Nimmo to be successful. They need Brandon Nimmo to show up. We can't have Brandon Nimmo striking out in big situations. We got to get him going, and I'm truly hoping we do. I want the best for Brandon Nimmo. Brandon Nimmo used to be a guy you can depend on day in, day out. Now, you don't know. I mean, you don't know what he's going to give you. Is he going to strike out 3 times? I don't know, man. I want the best for Brandon Nimmo, but man, I don't know, man. We'll see. But I really feel like the offense on paper looks really good, but it's baseball. It's not going to be easy. But Brandon Nimmo, he has to pick it up. Mark Vientos has to pick it up. McNeil, pick it up. Alvarez, let's go. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping the offense really shows up tonight because we need the offense tonight. We need like the offense to score like like Sonny Gray is not going to be an easy pitcher. So we'll see. We will see. I got to charge my phone real quick. I'll be right back. I just charge my phone. So I mean, we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens, but yeah, we'll see what happens for sure. Let's see here. Better move this camera. All right. Yeah, man. But we got to get going here. We gotta get the offense needs to get going. Let me see here. Randy, do you get upset when you see Mendy not putting Winker in the lineup? I mean, listen. It's tough. It's tough because you got to play Starlin Marte, you got to play Jesse Winker, and you got to give these guys something. You know, you got to give these guys some playing time. So I think at the end of the day, Mendoza's been, Jesse Winker. Let's say he hits. Let's say he hits sometimes, but let's say he doesn't hit, because Jesse Winker is a guy that I'm not that confident in, to be honest. And I'm not right now, Marte. I'm not that confident in Marte, but they got to get something from the DH spot, man. They got to get something from the DH spot, and I'm hoping that they do. We'll see what happens, but man, we got to get going here. I mean, they got to get going. They got to get going here, man. And that's all I want. All I want is for the Mets to be successful and the Mets offense to show up. But the DH spot has not been good for the Mets. The DH spot, I mean, first of all, from the standpoint of having Jesse Winker and Starlin Marte, I was not a fan of. As a DH, I was not a fan. They need to get someone that can really hit, that can really provide some power, that can be dangerous, you know? And I thought maybe a guy like Jock Peterson would be a good fit. But at the end of the day, Jock Peterson is having a horrible season so far. So, I mean, you never know what happens with these contracts and whatever. But, I mean, the Mets need something from the DH spot. They need to be more successful from the DH spot. And they're not getting much from Jesse Winker. Let's say he'll hit you a couple of hits, but let's say he doesn't hit for 4 games. It's a tough call. Do you play Marte or do you bring back Jesse Winker? That's the thing. It's not an easy call. So I don't blame Mendoza for not starting Winker all the time. But, I mean, if he's hitting, you got to go with whoever's hitting. If Jesse Winker's hitting, okay. Bring him up, then put him in the lineup. If Marte is hitting, put him in the line. This is a pretty good comment. I like this comment here. Should the Mets trade for Jake Burger as a DH? Well, the DH, you just got to pick him off waivers, I think, because he just got like released or something. I think Jake Burger, I would definitely sign him. Jake Burger, sign him instantly, because he's a guy that I think has a lot of power, and he could be dangerous, and he could be a good fit for the Mets, because they need something out of that DH spot. They need power, and they haven't got it. Jesse Winker's not giving it to you. Marte is not giving it to you, and I'm hoping maybe Jake Burger could give it to you. I don't know. We'll see. I don't think it will be a bad signing. Me personally, I really don't. Man, where's this delivery at, man? What's going on with this delivery? Oh, my God, man. 7 minutes away. They've been saying that for like, let's see here. Delivery order estimated. Oh, okay. All right, whatever. We'll get the notification when we do, but yeah, man. Jake Burger for Beatty? Nah, you don't got to make a trade. Like, Jake Burger got DFA'd. Or you don't need to trade anybody. You just got to pick them up. I don't think you got to. I mean, maybe, let me see. Because he got DFA'd, right? He got DFA'd. Let me see. Jake Burger news. Jake Burger, they optioned him to AAA. Oh, okay. So you do got to trade for him. Yeah, you got to trade for him. I mean, yeah. Nah, I'm not giving up Beatty for Jake Burger. But I think the Mets need to do something about the DH spot. Because Jesse Winker, I felt from the standpoint from the start of the season, I never thought this was a good idea to have Jesse Winker and Starling Marte. I mean, maybe I thought Starling Marte could give you something. Starling Marte could be productive, but I don't know, man. The Mets trade for Red Sox Yoshida for cash only. I think you can't do that. You got to trade for you're gonna have to trade for guys for Yoshida. I think Yoshida's a guy that is under contract. Yoshida's a guy that I like. I like Yoshida. I don't even know where he is. Is he hurt? Is Yoshida hurt? Like, where is he? I mean, we'll see, man. We'll see. Um, yeah, but the Mets, to me, from the DH spot, they need something. They need like some power. They need somebody dangerous. And from these recent years, man, they just haven't had anyone. Like, I thought JD Martinez was going to be a good signing, and it didn't work out. You know, he was too old, and he got tired. But I don't know, man. Yoshida hasn't played because Devers is DHing. Well, yeah, I mean Devers is going to continue to DH because Alex Bregman is absolutely killing it. Offensively, I don't think he's been that good actually on third base. I don't think he's been that good. Defensively, I mean, to be honest, I think Yoshida has a lot of years on his contract, right? Let me see. Yoshida. Let me look up free agency real quick. Yoshida free agency. Contracts there. Oh, he's a free agent 2028. 2028. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if I would trade for him. I don't know if I would trade for him. Because he's gonna want to play the field. We'll see at the end of the day. But the Mets need to do something. They got to get something. And why? Why not? Why not? Why you can't put Brett Beatty in the DH spot? Why? Why you can't put Brett Beatty in the DH spot? Tell me. I mean, what? Because he's young? He's 25 years old. He can't DH. I feel like if they're not getting something out of Winker, they're not getting out of Marte. I mean, put Beatty in the DH spot. See what happens. Because Beatty was absolutely killing it his last 9-8 games or whatever. He looked confident. He was hitting the ball. He was aggressive. I don't know, man. I feel like you would get something out of that spot if you have him DH. Something out of that spot. But then who you bring down? I don't know. That's the thing. Because Starling Marte doesn't play the field a lot. So I guess you need Jose Azocar. But like to me, Brett Beatty is just being wasted. I mean, to me, I'm not like the biggest fan of Brett Beatty. When he first came up, I thought he was gonna be something, but he hasn't proven it. But I think that it doesn't hurt giving him a chance at DH. I mean, why does a young player have to play the field? Why? So we'll see what happens, but I just want this lineup to do well, and it is what it is. At this point, I don't know what's going. I don't know what the Mets do here with Brett Beatty. I don't know. Like, yeah. Do we ever see Brett Beatty in the majors again? Do we ever see Brett Beatty in the Mets? Again, I don't know. Because Acuna's good. Acuna, he's safe. I think Acuna is very, very talented. Acuna is going to give you day in, day out, good at bats. He's going to give you speed. He's going to steal bases. Acuna is a guy you need on this team. And what I love is that you can play him at second base. And I love that you McNeil, you could put center field. So, yeah. We'll see what happens, though, man. But hopefully you guys are excited about the game so far. Yeah, I think this Cardinals series is going to be a very important series for the Mets. Very important series. And you got to win this series. In game one, you gotta knock Beatty is not in the Syracuse lineup 2 days in a row. Is he not in the lineup today too? Is he not in the lineup today as well? Let's see. About to look up. Apparently, Jet Williams got an RBI double today. Jet Williams, man, he's a guy that he looks good, man. Jet Williams looks good. Brett Beatty. Oh man, what's going on, Brett Beatty, man? Um, uh, I don't know. I don't. Man, what I would do, honestly, what I would do if you could do this. Beatty's on the bench today. Beatty's on the bench at Syracuse. He probably got traded or he's coming back to the New York Mets. Um, did they say anything about him? Uh, I don't. I don't think there's any. I don't think there's any news on Beatty. I don't know, man. He apparently he's not in the lineup. Um, I mean, I think Brett Beatty. I mean, why not just put him at DH, man? I really feel like just why not? I mean, what's gonna hurt about having Brett Beatty as the DH? What is gonna hurt? I don't know. I feel like if you're not getting something out of Marte, you're not getting something out of Jesse Winker. Maybe you get Brett Beatty as the DH hitting every day. He could provide something. I don't know. But then you really think about it, what's gonna be the role of Marte? What is gonna be of the wing? What is gonna be the role of Winker? It's just a tough one, man. I just honestly Winker's gonna give you hits, but he's not gonna be consistent. That's the thing about Jesse Winker. So we'll see. We will see. But yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens with the lineup. But this lineup right now, I mean, Lindor, Soto, Alonso. Lindor got to get it going. Lindor's been he was a little cold in the last series. So we got to get Lindor going a little bit tonight. You know what I'm saying? I want to see some hits from Lindor. But I'm not worried about Lindor because Lindor has been amazing. But the Mets, when Lindor is hitting and Lindor is sparking that lineup, they are really good. So let's hope Lindor, because he doesn't have the best numbers against Sonny Gray. So we'll see. I think he got like 7 hits in like Stony, what's going on? Stony, what's going on? What, bro? It's been a long time. Yeah, it's been a long time, I guess. I mean, I've been here, you know. I don't know where you've been, but I've been here. But good to see you. Good to hear, good to have you watching the stream. Stony, how you feeling about the Mets so far? How you feeling about the lineup? How you feeling about the bullpen? Tell me. Let me know. But yeah, man, at the end of the day, man, the Mets lineup, Viento's got to get going, man. Wow, Jonathan, you predict 3 home runs for Soto tonight? I mean, I'm not gonna go with the 3 home runs. I mean, maybe one. I mean, I'm not gonna predict 3 home runs. 3 home runs is hard to do, man. That's hard to do. But yeah, man. I think Soto, hopefully he gets a nice home run today or a nice double or something like that. I want to see more consistency from Juan Soto. I want to see Juan Soto have a big month. And I'm hoping that May really is that great month for Juan Soto. Yeah, because I wasn't worried about Juan Soto, but I was just a little. I was watching him. I was watching him a bit because I'm like, I don't know the at bats, what I'm seeing. Like he's not, he's hitting the ball hard, but he's not getting the results. And yeah, we need Juan Soto to be the best Juan Soto he could be. So hopefully he hits the ball the opposite way more. And yeah, I mean, he looked really good yesterday, really good. 2 home runs by Juan Soto yesterday, and really good sign, really good sign. So I'm hoping, truly hoping that we'll see. What's going on? I'm feeling great about the lineup. You feeling great about the lineup? Okay, nice. The bullpen is okay, kind of worrisome. Okay, couple relievers scare me. Who scares you? Who scares you? Uh, Would love to see Juan Soto hit a grand slam. We just need to get runners on base. Yeah, we do. We truly do. We truly do, guys. Yeah, man. Is my delivery here yet, man? I'm sorry, guys. I'm just waiting on this delivery. I'm waiting to this delivery real quick. But I think the Mets lineup is good. I think the Mets on paper, but we got to see more, man. Mark Vientos has to come through. We need obviously we need what's his name? We need Brandon Immo to get it going. Brandon Immo got to get it going. He has to get it going, man. And I'm hoping he does. I'm hoping he does. You said Stanek and Budo scare you. Yeah, Stanek can't be. The thing about Stanek is he's good, but he can't be pitching that fastball over and over and over to major league hitters. That is not going to get the job done. It's not going to get the job done. So I'm hoping, truly hoping he mix it up next time, pitch that slider or sinker or whatever breaking pitch he has. Because Stanek is good, but he can't be pitching the fastball over and over and over to a major league hitter because they're going to hit it. Because you saw the perfect example, and that was Perdomo. Perdomo was hitting, and let's say he swung like 2 times. He swung 2 times over the Stanek fastball, and then he got the fastball again, and he hit it. He hit it, man. So major league hitters are gonna hit it, man. I mean, major league, you gotta be careful. Budo, to me, I really like what I saw from Budo the last appearance. Budo looked pretty good in the last appearance. His slider, he was throwing the slider more, and I like the slider. I like the Jose Budo slider is good. He's really good, and that changeup is nasty. When Jose Budo has it going, his changeup and his slider, those are his best pitches. So I'm truly hoping we'll see. We'll see. We will see. Sorry, guys, my delivery's coming. I'm just waiting on the delivery real quick. It's coming real quick. Be patient a little bit. Yeah. Alrighty, my delivery came. But did you see Steve Cohen might buy SNY? I mean, there's talks about it, but it's not like nothing official. I don't I don't think that that's gonna happen. But from what I'm hearing, because I work at SNY, so I mean, we'll see. But I don't think that's gonna happen. But at the end of the day, you never know what's gonna happen. But if Steve Coleman definitely has the money, I mean, he definitely has the money. So um, yeah, we'll see. I'm hoping that the bullpen, Stanek gets it going because we need Ryan Stanek to get going here. I mean, and Budo is a big piece to this bullpen, especially because he doesn't have any options. You can't bring him to AAA. You can't send him down. So he's a guy, he has to be good, man. I've been working there for 4 years, Tony. Appreciate the congrats, though. I've been working there for 4 years. 4 years. I appreciate the congrats, though. But yeah, man. At the end of the day, we'll see what happens. But I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm definitely very, very excited. And it's gonna be fun to see tonight's game, man. It's gonna be fun. Let's have some fun. Let's enjoy the game. And hopefully you enjoy your night. You know, we just we got 4 more minutes on the stream. I'm doing an hour. So imagine the Mets get Brandon Donovan. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, Brandon Donovan, he's probably the new Mets killer, man. He was killing the Mets last time, man. He's a good hitter. Brandon Donovan is a good hitter. He's a guy that hits you. He's a guy that could go the other way. He's a guy that could pull the ball. Brandon Donovan is a good hitter. So the Mets, Clay Holmes, it's not going to be easy, but you're going to have to get him out. You got to get him out. We will see what happens. Yeah, we got 3 more minutes on the stream, guys. 3 more minutes. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the stream so far. You know, get your last thoughts, get your last questions, whatever you want to talk about. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You could catch my recap of you could catch my what's it called? My recap of yesterday's game is on YouTube. You could catch my recap of this game that's tonight. You could catch it probably tomorrow. So stay tuned to that. Let's see. Do you get to watch anything Mets games at home while working there, Randy? Yeah. Definitely for sure. I'll be getting tickets and I'll be going to games. I gotta go. I think I'm gonna go this month to the Mets game. I don't know which one, but I'm gonna go. I'm definitely gonna go to a game in June. I gotta figure it out which one, but definitely I'm very excited to go to the Mets game because I haven't been to the Mets stadium since the hot dog day last year. So, you know, I don't know. I was busy. I wasn't going to a lot of games, and yeah. So, get me some tickets. Get me some tickets. Yeah, man. It's gonna be interesting, man. Gonna be interesting. But at the end of the day, man, at the end of the day, at the end of the day, all we want is for Mets to win, man. That's all we want. The Mets to win. Let's get Mark Vientos going. Let's get Brandon Nimmo going. We need this lineup to get going, and I'm hoping, truly hoping that they do. We will see, but I am very, very excited to watch tonight's game. You're lucky if I went to a Mets game. Takes me 10 hours too. Damn, 10 hours to get there. Damn, where you at? Where you live at? Damn. My goodness. 10 hours to get to Citi Field. You must live in like Atlanta. Do you live in Atlanta? Or somewhere, right? You live in the South, right? Oh, Pennsylvania? Pennsylvania is not that far, though. Pennsylvania is not that far, though. Like, is it? Bradford, Pennsylvania. I don't know. I've been to Pennsylvania, but Pennsylvania is not that far. Like, to get to a Citi Field game, I don't know. But yeah, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. Appreciate you guys for, popping out. Appreciate you guys for coming to the stream. And you guys are awesome. Let's go. Let's hope for a Mets win today. Catch my recap definitely later, tomorrow. So for this game. So definitely, man, I'm gonna keep going with the videos, keep the consistency going, keep the streams going. And yeah, man, I appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. Let's go, Mets. Enjoy your night.